Hi everyone, welcome to Florida Real Estate with Ellen. I'm Ellen Jaffe Jones, former TV investigative and consumer reporter, winner of 2 Emmys and the National Press Club Award from Miami and St. Louis. Now people are always saying, especially now, Ellen, when are real estate prices going to drop? Is now the good time to buy, the best time to buy? Let me know when it is. So, most realtors will tell you, I don't have a crystal ball, but actually I do have a crystal ball, and I've been talking to it a lot, listening to it a lot, but more than that, I've been doing research. For starters, the National Association of Realtors just this morning issued a news release saying that for the 12th consecutive month in a row, real estate prices nationally have dropped. So what does that mean to you? Well, all politics and real estate is local. So I thought I'd bring you to my neighborhood where we have seen just some amazing price drops. This house has been on the market for 7 months and it is pending. So that means hopefully sometime in the next few weeks, it's going to close. And it is listed on the market for $625,000. And I will tell you that that represents a $160,000 price drop since this first went on the market, which was just 124 days ago, according to the MLS sheet. So this was, or is, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it was first listed at $785,000, so the list price now is $625,000. Now, we won't know until closing what it actually sold for, but that just gives you an idea of the kind of price drop that we have experienced. And it says right on the MLS sheet here that the original price, $785,000, and the previous price before it dropped to its current price was $689,000. So that is a drop of $64,000, but that still didn't do it. They had to drop it all the way down to $160,000 decrease in order for it to be sold. I mean, that's just mind-boggling. We are 15 minutes from downtown Sarasota, where I stand right now, 20 to 25 minutes to the Gulf of Mexico. This is an incredible location. All the lots here are on 1 acre, and that's part of the bylaws and how the lots in here were sold. Some of them need more love than others, but still incredible that this house with a cage pool in the back went down so much. I don't know of any other properties that have dropped that much. Maybe you do. Please do let me know, whether it's here in Sarasota or somewhere else. On the other hand, I want to show you another property right across the street that hasn't budged a penny, and it is pending. So there it is. I'm going to put the tripod down so you can get a lovely view of it. It has been remodeled and it is bigger. It is a 4-bedroom, 4-bath with a mother-in-law suite in it. So it does have all those extras. And I've been inside and it is quite breathtaking. And it's been on the market a couple of times. They didn't get what they want initially, but the price listed for what it is selling for is $1.249 million. So quite a bit more than the house across the street. And there were a couple of other deals that sent the house off the market, but they held true to the price they wanted. And in today's market, you just never know. And that is kind of the moral of this story. There's actually another house in this neighborhood that was on the market that now is listed in the MLS as an expired, and they were just way off the charts. And in our morning dog walking group, we were all going like, oh, good luck to them if they can get it. And sure enough, they had it on the market for a few months right after the peak of the market, and it didn't take long for them to get real and decide, okay, maybe we better revisit this idea. So, crystal ball is not broken, but depend on the research, depend on an investigative reporter, a consumer reporter who has your back and is looking for the best deals. And how do you find that? People always ask me, how are we going to do that, Ellen? Can you keep an eye out for me? Well, really the best way is for you to keep your best eye out for you. And how do you do that? You go on my website, ellenjaffejones.com, and it's real simple. You just enter a search, or I can do it for you, but most people rather enjoy playing around in the system and looking for themselves. So you want a 4-bedroom, 3 baths, you want to spend $1 million, $2 million, or $100,000, whatever floats your boat, and you enter those parameters. Do you want a pool? Where do you want it to be? Of course, location. And once you do that, you start getting daily emails if you want, or weekly emails. You just set it up however you want, and then you get in your inbox a link to a property search that meets your parameters. And it's really cool. So if you like a property, then you just click the little heart icon, and that tells you and me what it is you like. So it's real interesting to see that. And a neighbor's coming out, so I'm going to stop the camera. So I just had a lovely chat with the woman who lives in that house, and we were kind of just revisiting how, just as I had mentioned, the nearby neighbor had their house on the market for pie in the sky prices, and it just never even budged. I'm not even sure if they got any showings. And so you have to be realistic. You have to depend on the research and look at what's been selling. As I'm fond of saying, you can't sell at yesterday's prices. And so many people have trouble with that. But if you really want to sell, you have to stick your foot in the water and run comps. You know, you can certainly do that yourself. There are ways to do that through technology, but of course, if you're working with a realtor, that's one of the benefits, is we can kind of do that in a snap. But the main reason for working with a realtor is that we are negotiating in your best interests, and we know all the ins and outs of a house, hopefully, and how to leverage that in the whole negotiating process. And I love doing that. And I love finding out everything I can about a house before my customers make an offer, because it's really important to know as much as you can. As there's a commercial out there from a long time ago that goes, an educated consumer is our best customer. So I want you to know everything you can before you jump into a situation. The same goes if you're a seller. I want to know everything about your property so that I can market it in the best way. And that's why people hire me for selling homes, is because I use my social media platforms to get it out there. And in today's world, it's all about marketing. And you have to be willing to go on camera and feel comfortable with that. And that's one of the things, you know, early in my real estate career, I got told by various people, is like, you're just like comfortable going out there and telling it like it is. And of course I do. And because my reputation precedes me for being honest and sincere and not trying to pull the wool over anybody's eyes. And, you know, I put bad guys in jail for ripping people off. I mean, that is who I am, and that's why I got the 2 Emmys and the National Press Club Award. And that, if anything, if that's a measure of my integrity and how I work with people, the feedback I get is maybe, if anything, I over-communicate, but I always think it's important to take the risk of doing that, letting both sides of the deal know where things are so it works. All right, I hope that's been helpful. If you find value in this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there are other topics you want to see me talk about using my many years, too many years of having my nose to the ground and checking out local deals for you. I grew up in the construction industry. My dad owned the largest lighting fixture store in St. Louis, so I used to follow him around as a kid like a puppy dog to new construction sites, looking at everything that in today's world we would have been arrested for trespassing. But hey, it was a lot of fun, and I learned a whole lot of stuff. So if I can help you in any way, please do feel free to reach out and let me hear from you what you would like to hear from me. All right, everyone, gotta run.